Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Football Therapy, with me, your host, Jan. I hope you're doing well. I really do hope that. Friend, welcome back to Chelsea News, of course, the daily series here on the channel where I reflect on what's being said about Chelsea, giving you my opinion on it, reacting to the content, more importantly, asking for yours down in the comments section. Today, we're talking about an article from Matthijs de Ligt wants Chelsea. He's impressed by Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel, Juventus lowering their price on it. Raphinha really wants Barcelona, despite maybe, begrudgingly accepting coming to Chelsea if he can't go to Barca. What else? We want Julien Laurent of ESPN talking about the Neymar possibility. Apparently, Neymar has been offered to Chelsea. Whether that is realistic or not, I don't know. And we'll look at a kit as well. I got some media for you. It's exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, settle in. Please do drop a like if you want to show us some support. You're welcome to subscribe if you're yet to do so. And to everyone subscribed, make sure the bell is switched on so you get notified when I upload. And I upload at least once a day, twice a day recently. Lots is happening. Lots is going on. I can't talk. A lot is going on. Let's start off and look at our kit, man. Not our kit, man. I don't know even that is anymore. But let's look at our kit, man, for next season. Here it is. It is a blue kit with an unpleasant collar. This guy doesn't look too gassed to be wearing it. I don't like the collar. I don't like the button. The blue is fine. It's simple. I really dislike Nike. I mean, if you look at so many nice kits out there at the moment, this is not one of them. No wonder Raphinha wants to go to Barcelona. I mean, it's fine, but it's just not great for me. But anyway, a little bit of fresh content for you there. Media overlays. Ooh la la, mate. Trying to give you all kinds of content. All kinds of gains. Mate, look. Alright, so it's the 1st of July today. People are free agents, such as Ousmane Dembele of Barcelona. No one has offered him a contract yet, latest reports suggest, except the initial one from Barcelona, which he hasn't formally rejected, but neither has he accepted, and there's some talk it may even be retracted by the club. Look, Barcelona are flat broke, or have been, but they have just sold 10% of their TV rights for the next 25 years to a company so they can get loads of P's. Now, they presented that as an opportunity to maybe sign loads of players, and maybe they can, but I understand that perhaps it's to get them more out of the crap rather than into the signings. But there's reports coming from Spanish media, more the Barcelona side, that they reckon not only can they renew and re-register Ousmane Dembele and, Christensen and Kessie, who they've signed, but also sign Raphinha as well. And Raphinha wants to go to Barcelona. Though Chelsea and Leeds shook hands and agreed a transfer fee that Leeds really want Chelsea to do, because apparently it's less add-ons, it's more money up front. Here you go, mate. The kind of deal that the selling club likes, they'd prefer to come to Chelsea. Raphinha is waiting to see if Barcelona can cough up the cash because he wants to go there. I think if he doesn't go to Barcelona, he'd still want to transfer this summer away from Leeds, and he'd probably, well, by all accounts, he'd be very happy to go to Chelsea as the Premier League club, his Premier League choice over Tottenham and Arsenal. Understandably. But the guy wants Barcelona. He's told Agent Deco that he wants to go there to hold fire on the Chelsea agreement because he wants to see if he can get to Barcelona, man. Which is frustrating. We'll talk about Neymar in just a moment, but let's read some of the article here from Matt Law on the Telegraph. I will of course link this down in the description for your consideration because it's behind a paywall. Chelsea's Matthijs de Ligt negotiations progressing. Chelsea's negotiations with Juventus over a move for Matthijs de Ligt are progressing, with talks regarding a return for Stamford Bridge and Nathan Ake also. Chelsea will wait to find out if Raphinha will agree to a move from Leeds in that £55 million deal, plus add-ons, or move or hold out for Barcelona. Chelsea are working hard on their other targets as well. Fresh talks have taken place with Raheem Sterling ahead of an anticipated bid. So this is interesting. Matt Law here saying an anticipated bid, where in yesterday's video, if you remember, we were reacting to the headline from Caught Offside saying that the deal has been agreed. Certainly what we've understood so far by reacting to said headlines is Raheem Sterling wants to come to Chelsea. He wants the move in Chelsea. He's been doing all kinds of research, talking to the players, to Thomas Tuchel, and by all accounts, a contract wouldn't be a problem being agreed with Chelsea. And the reports yesterday were saying a £55 million agreement was made, and that would certainly be enough money to get Raheem Sterling to Chelsea. But we'll see what happens there. I still think it will happen by looking at the information. Given the takeover of the club forced Chelsea into a position of having to play catch-up on their rivals, there would be a sense of satisfaction if the club could complete at least 3 of the 4 deals they are most actively working on relatively swiftly, so the deals they're working on right now. It would also allow some breathing space before the second half of the summer transfer window to pursue other targets. And other targets, ladies and gentlemen, that could be central midfielders. That could be dare I say it, Declan Rice. Who knows? Maybe not. It would be an amazing statement signing should that happen, but it would be very expensive. So we'll have to just wait and watch. But let's get back to De Ligt. De Ligt is understood to be keen on the prospect of moving to Chelsea, and Juventus is believed to have softened their demands in recent days, which makes the prospect of a transfer more realistic. Before we read on, pause. Nick Puel, the journalist, was also reporting or tweeting about, which is reporting, I guess. Matthijs de Ligt is really interested in Chelsea because he's been really impressed with manager Thomas Tuchel and how he's coached the defenders and made, defending a big part of the team. That's what you want as a defender. You want to be you don't want to be a gung-ho team that concedes loads of goals and you're a defender. That's not going to be your vibe. You want to be like low chance creation, good at your craft. And reportedly, he's been very impressed with how Thomas Tuchel has coached and developed, Tony Rudiger into one of the best. Which makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. Let's read on. Juventus had wanted the £102 million release clause in De Ligt's contract fulfilled, but now but the will of the player is set to force that valuation down, and Chelsea are also prepared to allow Pulisic or Werner to move in the opposite direction. De Ligt could form part of a new-look defence with Ake, who Chelsea are likely to have to pay more than £40 million to re-sign from Man City. There have been claims also that City want a replacement lined up before allowing Ake to leave, but that has not dampened Chelsea's interest as yet, with the club also keen on Sevilla's Jules Koundé. Excuse me, Ake doesn't excite many people, although we've spoken about him here on the channel, about him being a very experienced, versatile player entering his prime that can play many positions in Tuchel's side, left centre back, left wing back, just centre back as well, and a back 4, so he can play all along that left hand flank in a defensive way, which would, and like we said before, if you haven't heard me say this, Tuchel has tried to sign Ake before, where he's made inquiries about him for his Dortmund side, so before PSG. So he knows all about him and he likes him. And with Sevilla's Jules Koundé, a Barcelona outlet was reporting today that Chelsea have just come back from a meeting with Sevilla, again without a fee agreed, because they want 60 million plus 10 million in fee, and it's just too much apparently. They will eventually have to lower that, I think. Who knows, maybe Barcelona with all their new money come and sweep up Jules Koundé as well. Jesus Christ, man. Chelsea are being patient in their pursuit of Raphinha despite agreeing a fee with Leeds and broadly settling on personal terms. Of course, we spoke about this, £115,000 a week, which is less than Hudson-Odoi, which is 35k a week less than Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And look, this is silly money regardless. I'm not saying give him loads of cash. If he accepts that, great. We save money. Do you know what I mean? It seems very reasonable in terms of a wage fee. Over the course of 5 years, Raphinha's agent, the former midfielder Deco, has held talks with Barcelona, who have announced a £230 million investment with the firm Sixth Street in exchange for 10% of their TV rights for the next 25 years. This could result in Barca launching a hijack bid for Raphinha. By the way, it looks like they've already done that, although they are yet to match Chelsea's offer and expected to prioritise the signing of Robert Lewandowski. Raphinha is thought to favour the move of Barcelona, that's what we understand, but it's also prepared to join Chelsea if they can't. Okay, yeah, so if he can't go to Barca, like we said at the top of the video. Barcelona, even if they do reach Chelsea's bid, which is possible, there's suggestions by journalists that they'll do it in such a way that Leeds won't be as, not as preferable for Leeds, the selling club. Like I said, Chelsea will do more money up front, less like add-on stuff. They'll probably do or suggest a more structured payment and more add-ons based, which is not going to be alluring to the selling club Leeds. So it's this whole experience has soured it a little bit for Chelsea fans because they think, if you don't want to come play for our club, then don't play. But the truth is, man, this is football. They're professionals, they're employees, they're, or freelancers, whatever you want to call it. But this is how it works. I'm sure if you said to Hazard when we signed him, you can go to Chelsea or Real Madrid, he might have just gone to Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? Straight away. This is just how it is. This is how it is. And again, I think I said this in yesterday's video or the video before, excuse me, that this is why you've got to value your academy players so much, or not always, but the likes of Mason Mount and Reece James, they adore Chelsea. They want to play for Chelsea. They're at their dream club. And there is value to that, and there's a sentiment to that that's, like I said, holds value. Now, ESPN are reporting about Neymar, saying contact has been made with Chelsea by Neymar's representatives, and Julien Laurens has been saying that why not for Chelsea to consider him, essentially. Now, this is not saying there's Chelsea are signing Neymar. This is just Chelsea are one of the few clubs that could probably acquire him, and with Todd, and this is been reported or stated by Julien Laurent, that he is the French ESPN reporter, who, by the way, is a PSG fan. He was saying, this could be a perfect opportunity for new owner Todd Boehly to make a statement signing. Yes, Neymar would be a statement signing, but it would come with immense risk. There's been talk about a loan with PSG paying a large portion of his wages, maybe. In a peculiar world, that would make sense. It would have to be Thomas Tuchel going, yes. I mean, his stats under Tuchel are ridiculous. In PSG, granted. In Liga and playing for PSG, granted. But they are ridiculous. Would he do well in the Premier League playing for Chelsea? I have no confidence in any attacker ever again coming to Chelsea and doing well. That is just where I am, man. That is just how I feel. Look, man, if it was a loan and they paid a lot of his wages, it would be difficult not to get gassed about Neymar to Chelsea. Contact has reportedly been made. I do believe that. You've got Thiago Silva saying he has to come to Chelsea, which is interesting. I don't know what he's heard, if he's had a conversation about him. Maybe he's just trying to warm the waters for that potential move/idea. But I'm not so sure myself. I think Chelsea will sign two attackers. I think one will be Raheem Sterling, and I think one will be probably, I'll say Raphinha or Ousmane Dembele. The annoying thing is they both want to be at Barcelona. They don't want to come to the Prem. They want to stay at Barcelona in the sunshine as a powerhouse, but getting paid lots of money. That's what they want. I guess in some ways, as a non-Chelsea fan, I don't blame them. But as a Chelsea fan, why wouldn't you want to play for the mighty Blues? The best club in the world, etc., etc. Look, guys, let's keep it locked. Lots going on at the moment. I want to hear what you guys think, so comment down below. Things are moving very fast, so make sure you do subscribe and turn the bell on when you sub. And as soon as there's big headlines to react to, I will, of course, react to them here. See you very soon, mate. Peace.